Hey everyone, in this video we're going to talk about dynamic fields or dynamic keyword insertion. Whatever you prefer to call it, basically this is a feature that allows you to change the ad copy in your search ads according to what the user is searching for or other parameters as well. It can make the ad very relevant, increase the CTR and also the performance, but you should be careful not to make it weird or awkward, causing it to backfire actually in the performance. Dynamic keyword insertions. Let's head to headlines, and I'm going to use one of the fields for the example. So it kind of requires a little bit of coding. I wouldn't call this a coding because it's pretty limited. So don't be scared of it. If you have any questions, just feel free to drop them in the comments and I'll be glad to help. So we start first of all by creating a tag. To create the tag, we need to use this bracket. And you can see after I typed this bracket, we have three options. And we're going to cover them all in this video. First of all, we have keyword insertion. It inserts the keyword that triggers your ad. For example, if a user search for something specific, we can play around so the user will actually see what he is searching for inside the headline or a description. You can use it in description as well. So for example, if a user searches, let's say, flights to Paris, we can think about doing something like buy, then I'm going to open the bracket, click on keyword insertion, and here we need to select default text. Default text will be the text that will appear in case this automatic rule won't be able to work. For example, a user searches for something very, very long, like flight to Paris in June 2028. Because it's way over the character limit in headlines, which is 30, it will not work. So we need something to be as an alternative text. And this is the default text here. Either the user sees what he is searching for, what he typed in the search, or he will see this. The default will be tickets to Paris. You can also select what type of case you would like. I'm going to select apply. Buy tickets to Paris today. It's pretty pretty lame ad copy. Of course, it's not, we're not going to talk about ad copy in this video. It's just purely technical video about this feature. So we have this title, by dynamic keyword insertion today. So if a user searches for flights to Paris, he's gonna see in the title buy flights to Paris today, which will make the ad super relevant. And in case he searches for something that is too long, then this will be the default. So if he searches for flights to Paris in June next year, he will get buy tickets to Paris today. If this was our default headline, then we're not losing anything. But in case we can match it with what the user is searching for, then we are winning in terms of relevancy as ad quality score, and the CTR will improve and the cost per click will go down. So there's a lot of benefits to this feature, but you need to make sure that it makes sense. For example, if a user is going to type restaurants in Paris, and then he's gonna get buy restaurants in Paris today. And it doesn't make any sense to us because we're selling flight tickets. So how to avoid it? It comes down to how are you targeting your audience, specifically keywords. You need to make sure that the keywords, if you're planning to use this feature, they need to be exact match only. Otherwise, Google will bring you other search terms that will make no sense in this keyword insertion option. So pay attention to it and be careful. Be careful with the targeting if you're planning to use it. My suggestion, use exact match. That was the first option. Let's move on to the second one, countdown. So if we have a sale, let's say Black Friday, and we are an e-commerce store, we can use this feature to make our ad more bold and highlight our sale. It can also be if you're organizing a webinar or a meetup or event, something that is time limited, and you want to highlight that in your ad copy. So for example, we can use sale ends in, and then we can use the countdown. And here we can select which date when it ends, let's say in 3 days. Now, when would you like this countdown to start? We want it already to start. So 5 days before, yeah, that makes sense. And which time zone we're going to use. Currently, this is the account default time zone. If you have a international store, you need to decide what is the time zone you're relying on. Pay attention here, and afterwards click on apply. Let's move on to the third and the last option that is available for us, location insertion. For example, let's say you're an online store that serves customers across all the states in US. In that case, you can select an option of a state or city if it's more relevant for you. And let's say you are a clothing shop and you offer free delivery across the whole US, just theoretically. In that case, we're going to select city, and if Google is unable to match the city of the user that the user is searching for, then we can insert default text across all US. Click apply. And now I'm going to add before the brackets free delivery. So this doesn't make sense. Let me change it. Free delivery to all cities in US. Case here. Okay, this is a bit long, so let's make just all cities. Just for this example, it's not a perfect ad copy. Don't judge me for it. We're talking about technical details here only. So free delivery to all cities. Let's say user searches for clothes, shoes in Seattle. In that case, he will get free delivery to Seattle. But if he doesn't specify the location, then in that case, it's going to appear as free delivery to all cities. So that was the third and the last one. There you have it. Make sure to test it out, that it makes sense and that targeting matches what the user is going to see, so it won't look weird and awkward. Otherwise, it's a perfect tool to increase your performance today. That's about it for this video. Thank you for watching, and of course, I'll see you in the next one.